Hi, I'm Christina with Pikes Peak Harley-Davidson, and this is Gear Chat. So we get a lot of questions here of how to install a Bluetooth headset into your helmet, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So today we are going to install the Cardo Freecom 2X headset into this helmet here. A couple features of this is it is waterproof, which is great, so you don't have to worry about losing that if it is raining. It also has a half-a-mile range between headsets, and it does connect to major Bluetooth headset brands. So we're going to go ahead and open this and see what comes in the box. So you've got your headset, obviously. This part will mount on the outside of your helmet. Couple instruction manuals, how-tos, and all of this fun stuff. All right, so like I said, you have your actual device that sits on the outside of the helmet. You do have two different mounting options. This is more of a permanent sticker mount, which is what alcohol wipes are for, to wipe down any oil and stuff on there to get a good seal, or this mount that just slides in between the inner and outer lining. You have a boom mic and your speakers left and right to go inside the helmet, your charge cord for the device itself, and this microphone is for full face helmets, and you can fix it on the inside inner jaw. All right, so what you want to start off with first is the speakers, installing those. What you're going to need to do is in your helmets, you just unsnap your cheek pads. Typically there's 3 snaps, and then it just slides right out. All right. So what this does, this actually gives you access to where the speakers need to go in here. Most helmets have the little recessed part to stick them in, so then it's flush, so it's not poking out on your ears or anything. The other part of the helmet lining that comes out is this piece. I typically don't take it all the way off because you just want to get it out of the way so you can get all your wires and stuff in here and not have to worry about anything dangling on your head. All right, so the next part you want to do is you want to get your little Velcro pads that you have. Usually come with 2 round ones. What you're going to do is take the backing off and you're going to stick them right in that spot for the speaker. And what that does is that's going to hold that speaker in place again, make it flush mount so it does not interfere with your ears at all. Once you have your Velcro pieces in place, you want to go ahead and grab your speakers. You do have 2 different lengths here. One is for the left side and one is for the right side. So the left side is going to be your shorter one. That is going to go in the pocket. And then the right side, obviously, you'll want to put in over here as well. This helmet has a channel that you can put the wires in and kind of fix it in there. You can see it. All right, so then you want to kind of just leave this one hanging out because this will also plug into the actual device itself. Okay, once you have your speakers in their spots on the Velcro pad, the next thing you're going to do with this is grab your mount. You do have 2 mounts. One that is more of a permanent mount, and then this one that you can move from helmet to helmet if you have multiples. This one just slides in between the outer and inner part of the shell on the helmet. Don't be afraid with this part to kind of push a little hard. You have to wiggle it in there. You've got to maneuver it. So however you can get it nicely without snapping anything, but it wants to fight a little. But once you get it in there, you'll know because it's all the way down, in, it's snug, nice, ready to go in place. You'll want to grab your wires. On this one, you have 2 different wires here. You have one for your microphone, and then this one is where you plug in your speakers. So you can get that plugged in. And those you can kind of just tuck away up under here. And then, like I said, this kit comes with 2 different microphones. This one will not be useful because this is a permanent mount. Because this helmet is a 3/4, there's not a solid jaw piece that's constantly there. So what we're going to use with this one is our boom mic, and you'll just plug it in how it goes. All right, there we go. So now we have all this wire. So then what you want to do is this is where you'll start putting all of your padding back into place. So start with the top one first. And this is what hides all of your wires and everything in here from hanging out, hanging down. And you'll find the snaps, get that nice clicked in there. Sometimes you have to feel around a little bit. And then you go for your cheek pads. You have, most helmets are gonna have a little plastic notch here. That plastic notch has a pin essentially in here that it will slide into. So you start at the back, you slide the back piece in as far as it'll go, and then you slide that forward and it should slide right into its place. And just make sure it's all in and smooth. And do the same thing on the other side. Get everything where it goes. You'll want to leave a little slack out on this wire because when you push this plastic piece back into its position, it is going to pull that wire tight, and you want to make sure you don't pinch any of them. So again, you start all the way back. I like to have a good loop out. You can always adjust later how tight you want it or how much you want hanging out. But push it in, make sure it slides right in where it needs to go. It's right in there. Now you just got to find where all your snaps are and get it nice and secure again. The other thing you can do with this padding is you can remove them and wash them like we talked about in our helmet video. It's going to help the longevity of the pads. Your oils of your hair, sweat, all of that kind of breaks everything down. So taking them out, washing them, hand washing them and letting them just air dry is going to be best. It's going to keep the pads nice and puffy essentially. And you just want to kind of adjust from there where you want your microphone. And like I said, there'll be some extra slack, so you can always shove it back in there, take this back out, tighten it however tight you want it, but you want to make sure it's not too tight, like I said, so you don't pinch those wires, because then you're not going to get the connection you need. All right, now that we have everything back where it belongs and your padding is all nice and snapped in, we can go ahead and put this piece actually on the mount. So with this one, you'll want to go with the back end first. So you just slide it in, and then it has a little lever that you'll push. I can see what I'm doing. You push this piece up, and that's what is also going to release this when you're ready to take it off your helmet and charge it. All right, now that this is hooked onto your helmet, you are ready to ride. You will have extra pieces, so store them away for later just in case you want to use them. And then it also has your charge cable. It is USB-C, so if you lose it, you can use the one for your phone. And on our next gear chat, we are going to talk about how to connect this to your phone and to other riders. I'm Christina with Pikes Peak Harley-Davidson. Thanks for watching our gear chat, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Bye.